Well, hello everyone. Let's start by looking if I can find my own live. Let's see. Yes, I can see myself. Hello. Hi everybody. I see some people already coming in. Hi Linda. I'm just waiting a few seconds. Green? It's green? Anybody else has that? Because I don't see any green. Hi Tracy, hi Pat, hi Marie Claire, hi Marion, hi Gama, hi Chrisma, hi Anita. Anybody else that has a green screen? Hi Inga. No green. Okay. Hi Marga. I see blue. Yes. I hope you see blue. That's on purpose, of course. Oh, it's solved, Inga. Then there was no green on my half. I think it was your device then. Hi Natasha. Well, that were a fun couple of days because of the new release. That's it was so much fun, and we had so many great responsive. Thank you. Blue and brown. Yes, Ilza. Finally we could show you these new journal covers. So happy. Hi Nancy. Hi Marijke. Hi Sandra. Well, so much fun. Green as well, Carrie. Well, and Tamara hasn't got any green, so maybe if you see a strange color, you should go out and then come back in, and probably everything is solved, because I see myself on the iPad, and that's all okay. So I think if you have something wrong with your screen, you should go out and back in again. Hi Ruli. Well, where was I? Yes, it's been so busy these last couple of days, and we had so much fun showing you the new release. And please can we get more TNs in different colors? Else, I see that you're watching, they want more TNs in different colors. And I have both here, of course, and I am working in both as well, as you can see. Hi Joseph, and hi Monique from Den Haag. Hi Els. Oh, Carrie, now you can see me in the right colors. Hi, I'm loving them. Just got my sidekick. Yes. We really loved your responses on the new TNs. Charlie, hi Anita. And why I use both is because I use the vintage brown one to do my daily writing, and in this I have like a white, all white insert with Tomo River paper, and then I just do writing. I can't flip it because that's just a little personal, but I'm going to show you more about that in very soon, and it's just a blank notebook that I use for that. And the blue one is my more art journal one that I use, and you saw that on the Hoshenda demos, of course, and you can see how bulky that already is. And that's almost only just the pages that I die cut it and put in there, so it will be a really chunky monkey. This is of course my journal charm that will fit these TNs perfectly. I just love that style. Peter, Pamela Whittar, you just put it on 3 times and you don't get any screen. Very bad. Yes, that is, because it's really strange that is that way for you, because I don't think a lot of people have that same problem. Yes, you did. That's a great tip from you. Just close Facebook altogether and then start over your device. Maybe you really have to completely put off your device and put it on again. Sometimes you just don't know what's going on. Hi Katie from Cincinnati. Hi, so excited about this release. Yes, we are as well. Elsa says you have made a great collection. Thank you. If the read starts, it's okay now. Okay, that's strange. I think Facebook is playing with us. Hi Wendy. Watch all the lives so far on Shanna, can't wait to see more else. When do they arrive in your home state? Joseph, I can tell a little something about that. Don't know when the last shipments are coming in, but they are expected this coming week, if I'm right. And then we can finally have all you guys in the US also have this line available. So that would be great, of course. I'm going to work on this one as I showed you in my announcement, because you saw the tag I made for the pocket, and my tag went home with else. So now I don't have a tag in mine anymore, so I have to make a new one. You and Nancy just ordered the brown and the dies. Oh no. Now she's all out of money. I see potential for work, for me at least. So much fun. Yes, you can, as I told you, you can use it for art journaling, you can use it for daily writing, you can even put make one insert and use the Planner Essential stamps and make a diary, like an agenda, and then take this with you, because it's a really handy size. You can put it in any bag, in a work bag, and you can take it with you. And yes, that's why we love this size so much. But today I'm going to do I'm going to make a tag, and I'm still like really have to come back to earth with all the great response that we had on the Hoshenda shows and the great demos that Els did. That was so much fun. And I have die cutted this tag already, and it's in the butterfly pocket set. That's the pocket that I showed on Hoshenda as well. This pocket with these pages that I made. And in this pocket you have, of course, the tag, but this tag fits perfectly in the pocket of the traveler's notebook for cover. So that's really cool to make that like a basis to work on and to put in there. Of course, you can put in all kinds of tags, and you can put in pictures, and you can put in your grocery notes and all that fun stuff. So it's really versatile. So working with these the past 2 days. Yes. Currently using the Sidekick for work. Yes, because that's a fun size as well, of course. Yes, Peter, Pamela with haar. I think it's Pamela, but it could be Peter. You finally can see me. That's fine. This was so natural on Shenda while hiding from the world in seclusion. Yes, she was actually, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a bit of a different background, because everybody always knows that I use a lot of watercolors, and of course that's one of my favorite products, and you will see some watercoloring in this live, because I am going to do some watercoloring, of course. And I just like dropped something that I probably need in my life, so I have to pick that up in a bit. But I'm going to work on a background with distress oxide inks. I thought it would be fun to do something different for once, and I just received these brushes. I'm probably the last one on earth that received these brushes. These are from Picket Fence, and they are really easy to work with, and to like make fun stuff on your page with the distress oxide. So I thought I would work with that. And your addiction commences. Hi Wendy Jean. This type of journaling would be great for use in our classrooms, including our foreign language classroom. So that sounds fun. A bit late. Well, we didn't do anything yet, Yorika. Release Spines addicted. Yes, we are. Hi, Katrina. So, what I'm going to do, I have the fossilized amber and I have peeled paint, and I'm going to put these on my background a bit. Just going to work those colors in from like the edges, and then working them into the paper. I have some thicker watercolor paper here, because that's paper I actually always use, because I use watercolors that much. And this is really, it's kind of thick, because I want something that can hold well while being on the outside of the TN. Of course, that's a bit different than when you're inside of a notebook, because the outside has to be a bit sturdier. Just going to work that in like this. Love that color. I really do as well. Love yellow. We went mini golfing, Kai and me, this afternoon, and even on the golf track they had yellow. So I already told our design team that they are really making sure that I always have yellow in my pages, even the places where I go. Not really, of course, but that sounds nice, doesn't it? Just a bit of the peeled paint, just a little bit, to like make those edges a little bit darker, not too much, because I'm going to work on this with one of our new stencils, because of course I'm going to use like, did you make the tag longer than the original die? No? No, I didn't. Ilse? This is our original die. But I think that you might think that because this is the right size journal, and the first ones we had as samples were a little bit too small. Maybe that's why you think that my tag is a little bit longer, but it actually isn't. Or maybe it's my screen. Right. Okay. So I'm going to use our new stencil, and I'm going to use the green to make the words come out. Hi Cindy. If I can flip to my book. Yes, of course. Of course I can. Actually, there aren't that many pages in yet, because I made pages, and then Els visited us and took them all to America. And that's why we made them, of course, the first couple of pages. So I knew that she was going to take them. I'm just putting that through the stencil. Look, as a background. That's fun, isn't it? And now, for the cool effect, I'm going to put water on it. Love that stencil. Yes, we do too. Hi, Anna. I cost TV, maybe that's the problem. No, you are not. You are watching me in a real big size. I'm so happy that my face isn't on there. Taking all the lovely work. Pages are in quarantine as well. What I'm going to do now, you can of course spray the ink with a water bottle, but I want to have some big splashes on there as well. So what I do is I take my distress sprayer and I just spray the water in my hand, and then I just flick it on the page. And then when it's I dry it a little bit, and just I blop it off. Oh, mine makes really weird noise. I already told that because it fell on the floor before, but it still works. So, and then I just blot that off a bit, and I really like that effect on the Distress Oxide. You can even see it in my background on on this little page I have here. Most of the time we know that she's going to take them. Not always, huh, Ilse? Els has confiscated some of Ilse's things before. Is the tag from the new line? Yes, it is, Cindy. Yes, it is. It's in the butterfly pocket set. So I think it's dry now, and maybe I should take it a little bit closer so that you can see those water spots a little bit better. So I really like that effect on there. So I didn't put anything on the bottom because of course we aren't going to see any of that. Maybe I should just do this. You see? So that's perfect. To wait for the pocket set. That's really appreciated. Yes. Let's see. Now, well, what I did was I die cutted one of the edges from the new release. Of course, I don't have to say that again and again, I think, because everything I'm going to use today is from our new release. And this is one of the new papers. I just cut some little piece out of there, and then I put the edge die on there, and then I'm going to use that as a piece to put all my other embellishments under and on top of it. So when I'm ready, I'm going to put that on and then just cut it off on the right size. So am I going to use? More, of course, the little turtle, because I really think that's too cute not to use, and I really wanted him back on my journal. And of course I'm going to use some of the flower dies, because I really like the way they look as well. And what I have to pick up now is what I dropped on the floor a little while ago, and that was one of the stamps, because I'm going to use the flower stamps from the poppies, and I dropped that on the floor. So I'm going to pick that up, and then let's do some watercoloring. You love that turtle, thank you. She had a new line, love it. Thank you, Joseph. So this is one of the new stamps, of course. It's of the set with all the poppies, and I'm going to use this and the single poppy that's also on there. But let's start with this one. I'm going to take my water and just take a little bit of green, because I really like the green with the blue and the yellow, and I really thought to make something in a different color. Hi Suzanne, really late now, you're not. Oh really, you also did the stamp of the turtle. And what I wanted to show you again is how to watercolor these flowers. I already showed that before in other lives, but I often get questions about watercoloring the flowers the way I do it. So I thought I would show it again. It's been a little while now since the last time I did that. And I'm just taking the pigment, and I always put the most pigment in the inner part of the flower, and then I'm going to drag the paint to the outside of each petal, and I'm just making it lighter when I go upwards. And then I take some more pigment, put that in the center of the flower, because here there's less light than on the top of each petal, and I'm just going to make the inside of the flower a bit darker. Did you color the turtle with graphite paint, Charlene? Well, this one I cut out of our paper pack, and of course that's from one of my original drawings that I did in a watercolor journal, and then I just used that's just normal watercolor, and then we just made that digital, and then used that on the paper, of course. I have zero watercolor skills, but sure you can learn, because when you okay, faces can be more difficult, of course. That's something you have to really practice for light and dark, but with flowers you can always do the inner parts darker. And I don't have never learned how to watercolor. Yes, I learned it myself. I never took any classes, and I just do what I think is pretty. and what makes me happy. And that's not working really neat. I just, is that the flower power set? Where are the flower die cuts from, please? Maybe else can help me out, or because I really am so bad with the names of all the different sets. But it could be, yes, looks like the turtle came from the paper pad. Yes, as I told, this one is from the paper. And of course the same turtle is available as a stamp as well, so you can give him a different color or just make him the way you like. But we really thought he was too cute not to go on the paper, as well as like embellishments that you can cut out. Well, this is like the basics on how to color the flowers. Just doing that really quickly. And when your paint is dry, you can build on top of that with a new layer of paint. You can make it darker with watercolors, and then you can build on top of a layer. Like here, when it's dry, I can make it even darker on the bottom of the petals. Yes, that's most important, Mara, that you're happy with it yourself and you're enjoying the process. And I really had to learn that. And my inner critic is kind of big sometimes, because rarely when I see my own work I think, whoa, that's cool. But I really have too much fun not to do it. So these are the flowers. They can dry now, but of course I prep them so we don't all have to wait. And I even did a few more. So this is a different color of green, but it's the same technique, because I thought that color would really match the peel paint. And now I'm going to build my tag, and I'm going to take this piece, and then of course the turtle. Just have to see. I even did another one of the edges. Love the poppy stamps, thank you. Because I doubted on making that on the side, but then I thought it would be too much, and then I wouldn't see anything of the background that I just made. And I don't mind not seeing too much of it, but nothing is, that's just a shame of the really cool stencil that we designed. So maybe I'm going to put it on like this, because I think it still is a cool edge to put on there. And I really love the paper. Hi Ina, I had to share too. Love this. Can't believe I got my order within a week. I'm very impressed with that, what I got. Okay, that's fine. Which ink to stamp with? This I stamped with archival, because if I want to watercolor directly, like I don't want to wait before I work on my work with watercolor on my stamps, then archival is for me is the way to go. So just going to put this on the background. Really cool, don't you think? It's really so simple but so effective with the watercolored flowers. Maybe just put this underneath. You can play like with these elements for hours, of course, before you have the right place. The turtle is so cute. Thank you. Hi Sonia. You didn't find me? Love the flowers, so thank you. What did you say? I'm in love with the new line. You and Ilse have thought of everything. No, that's so sweet, Suzanne. And Suzanne, and of course Leontine and Anne and Edith and Miranda, they are all in our design team, and they made such beautiful examples with our new line. And we're really, really happy with such a talented design team and with some of the sweetest girls. Really, really fun. I never ever thought of having a design team like in ever. Oh, I know, couldn't find the light but found it. Okay. It was not hard. Try to go into YouTube for some ideas. For the butterfly page you need a big cutting machine, I think. Yes, with the extended plates, then you're okay. That should work. Let's see. Maybe this one is just a bit too much, but I really want that puppy in there as well. Really think they are too cute not to use. And then I want to do a little bit more of the blue like on top of this. So I also cut out, also of the paper, out of the paper pack, this dragonfly. Really think that's cool to put in there as well. And as you can see, I just sometimes just see if I can like put it into some of the dies, so it will just peek out of there. But I don't want to make it too wide, because then it will get damaged when using the cover. So that's something I have to think about. But this could work. This could work. It's a lot, but it could work. Did you see the new line will be available this later in the week on the EDC website? No, I actually didn't. It will be available in the US later on this week, but I know that Elizabeth Craft Designs always first lets all the product go to the stores, and then it will be on their own website. So that's the way things normally work. But I think Els or someone from Elizabeth Craft Design can tell you even better than I can. But that's the way things normally work. Okay, now I think that's okay, don't you think? Now let's do this on the side, and maybe I just can staple it underneath, so everything will be in place, and then I can glue all loose parts, so everything will be just like like it is right now. Because you know, when I'm going to take this off and try to put it on the same way, that never works out, at least not for me, and I always think that the first time I did it was better. You can use your regular plate, you just need to turn the die over one time. Okay. Let's see if this is going to work like I wanted, because those staples will be under the other paper in just a second, of course, like that. I think it's secure like this. Then I'm going to put this on top, and then this will go on there as well, like that. And then I'm going to glue that. Okay, this should work, don't you think? Shipping is predictable at the moment. Unpredictable. Yes, it is. It is. Well, let's start with this one. Just putting a little bit of glue underneath, and then going to glue all these poppies on the tag. Did you see, don't know if everybody saw the lives on Hoshenda, and I got a question about it on my Instagram. Actually, someone that asked me if the all letters were in the die set, in the pocket die set, where this is actually a part of as well. And yes, all letters from the complete alphabet are actually in that in this die set. You see all the words that we use all the time. Like here you can see the junk. That's one of the words that's in this butterfly pocket set. But actually, if you use all the words, and there are a couple of loose letters in there, and if you die cut everything, then you have a complete alphabet. So you can actually die cut all letters with that set, and you can make any word that you would like to make. Because we thought it was too much fun not to include the words, because you can use them as loose letters, but of course, like I did here, you can die cut them out of a piece of paper and then use the negative, and that was so much fun that's why we decided to do like words in there as well. And then we only missed a couple of letters for a complete alphabet, so we decided to do it like that. And it really, I think that really worked out well. What are the sizes of the pages dies? The size of the pages, like when you die cut them, the pages are like doubled. So you have like open pages, and then you have a score line in the middle, so you can have a double page. And I think, but I of course think in centimeters, because I live in the Netherlands, and this is 9 by 14 centimeters, if I'm correct. Okay, that's something, I don't know what that's about. Some have to wait long. Oh, 9 by 12.4 centimeters. Thank you, Ilse. Cindy says, oh, now I see it. The stamps of the letters, not to combine it. No, they're not. The letters are loose, so of the stamps, so you have to cut them out yourself, and they are not made to combine with the dies. That's correct. So, just putting this on there as well. And And it's really so much fun to make your own inserts for the passport sized journals with the papers, of course. And we all have been working with that a lot, and that's really fun to do. And then you combine it with all different kinds of other papers that you already have in the stash, and like the papers from Esther, of course, you can use them. Now I have to make sure I don't cut off the flower. I'm just cutting it like this. Of course, I could work very neat, and I could have die cut it another tag, and then my sizes would be perfect, but that's just not the way I roll. Okay, let's put this in there. Like that. And now I have to see where I want this turtle to go, because of course I just want that to still peek out, maybe like this, because or else it would be too high up, and I really think it's cuter to put it on like this. What do you guys think? That's cute, isn't it? In the States, if you are wondering. Oh, thank you, Joseph. Thanks for giving us the measurements. Yeah, everything is cool to combine. Yes, it is actually. It's really cool that we can use all collections. Of course, you can use our previous art journal specials collection to put on there as well, because all those dies are really cool to use in journals, as we always did. And we made a lot of junk journals in the recent past. You saw us making junk journals for our Stay Home Elizabeth Croft Designs Challenge, if you remember that. And now with the new die in the collection, that junk journal die, you can even make your own junk journal. So that's something that we really wanted for our own. So that's why where that came from. We were just making so many junk journals, and now with the die it's so easy because everything fits. You just have to die cut the pages, and then with the binding technique that Ilse already showed on her demo for her Shenda, you can make your own journal in just like, it's like easy the way she already demoed it. And if you didn't see that, you can watch it back for I think 60 days, and then you just can see her in the, it's at 12 o'clock in the UK, it was 1 o'clock in the Netherlands, and I think it was the middle of the night, because that's why we had those demo videos, so Els could have a little bit of sleep. And then you can see how to use the junk journal die, and I believe that the video will be posted on the Elizabeth Croft Designs socials as well. Shows the other stitching of the small books with the green thingies. Snappy? Make your own in 10 minutes. Yes, right, Ilse, 10 minutes. I love your stamps, the same ones all the time. Yes, because with the stamps, and that's also how it works with the girl stamps, of course. Like, we made a lot of journal charms already, and like with this girl with the sunglasses, I can give her a different look every time that I use her and color her, because now she has this color of clothing and the brown hair, and her sunglasses are bluish. But you can also give her brown sunglasses and blonde hair, or you can make I made her really light skin color, but you can also give her other skin colors, of course, and you can make the girls look just any way you want them to look. So that makes it just so much fun. Let me be lucky watching. So, well, I put that turtle on now. Just put it in there. I have to be a little bit careful because I want one of his, how do you call them? Want this to like pop out a little bit, because I like that he just has this over the pocket and not all everything is underneath it. And I just let this be a little bit higher than the cover itself, because that's the way I like it. And then you can close it like this, and you can even, oh, I lost my cute rainbow. I have to put that on there. And of course you can choose if you want to put your I just made a new ring on there, and I tried to close it with my fingers, but I just have to use tweezers just to really securely close it. Love the turtle and the dragonfly. Well, thank you. So I'm going to put this together, and I can also, of course, clip it on this elastic, and then I have those cute thingies on the front of my cover. So that's how I made a tag. And of course you can use all other dies and all other elements of the new collection to make your own tag, and you can even like make a couple of them and then change colors, like you can change moods. You can make this like a really cool dashboard for different seasons, or something that you just want to be reminded of in a certain time in your life, like some things that you want to remember, or some colors that make you happy at that moment. And then you can easily make new tags every time you want, and then you can just switch them like every time you feel like it. Make a lot for a mini book. Yes, of course. Bring it on. Bring it on. Okay, bring it on. I need more craft time. We all need more craft time, Elsa. Work is such a thing that just gets in the way of all that craft time. Thank you, Seika. So somebody asked me if I could flip it, but actually this is just the front that I made, and I made my own insert, like using the new papers. And of course on here there is the new stencil, the flower die. This is one of the papers with the same edge die that I used. This is one of the dies with the junk. Of course this yes, so you can use it as like a coffee stain, or you can use it like a paint stain. This is actually one of the stamps journal, and I put that on shrink foil just to make it a real little element. So I only made the cover of this insert, and I made this with the new paper. I used some white Tomo River paper, some craft paper. Here you see a bit of a torn paper from our new collection. I used some vintage paper. Here you see the torn edge die that's in there. It's watercolor paper. Here you see one of the edges that I die cut it like this to make it, I think it's going to be a pocket eventually. Then I would just glue or just sew this page together like that, an old envelope. And here's something that I can't show because that's something just that I can't show. This is something that I made on my online journal day. That's actually a workshop. This is the Journal with Us page that I made this month. Of course, you can, that's a free course that Ilse and I teach, and everybody can join in still, and then you can see all the videos from January until now, and then you will get 2 new videos every single month. The intros are in Dutch, but the videos are all with music underneath, so you can also everyone can follow those videos. So I made a page with our new collection, and this is a new stencil, of course. Alright, Reni, thank you. You don't know the translation for... It was just fun. It was a fun life. Thank you. Thank you, Gildas, for watching. So that this is a second insert that I made, and here I used the papers of Esther and from our first collection, because those papers will still be available as well. It's not that they are have gone anywhere, so they are still fun to use in here as well. Now this here you can see that I die cutted all my pages, and then I used a template just to make holes in it, and then I sew these pages together. So it's a little booklet. That's the way I like to work. So that's what I did. And here is just a cardboard envelope in there. And this, of course, is the envelope pocket that I already showed you a couple of times now. This is one of the demos from Hoshenda. So if you want to see how I made this, you can now see it still in the Hoshenda videos, and they will be on the socials of Elizabeth Craft Design. Same with this one, and these pages just are waiting to get filled. And here are some of Esther's papers in there again, and here is one of our papers from the first collection. And I think that's everything I had to show you, that I can show you today. So I hope you had fun. Don't know if anyone has anything to ask me about the new collection. Already saw Ilse giving answers to some of the questions that I missed. Watched a couple of shows on Hoshenda. Well, thank you for watching the shows. Whoa, very nice all you show. Oh, thank you, Ina. Well, if that was all, you guys, and then now I'm going to say goodbye to you. I'm going to say good night to everybody in Europe. Have a very fun day for the ones in the US that are watching and that have a large part of the day still ahead of them. And I hope to see you soon again. I will be back on the second Monday of August, that is. Actually, we have our holiday then, like our summer vacation. So I have to see if that is going to work out. Probably not, so I will make sure I will come on another time. But for all other months, I always are live on the second Monday of the month. So see you soon again. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day. Bye bye.